There we go. That should be good. Now we have it set correctly. So we're going to jump in and see what happens. Sometimes this game is a little bit difficult to get recording properly. We'll see how it does with the streaming. So we're on a world with a wrecked freighter in the atmosphere. And looks like some mushrooms. Nafut Gamma. Everybody starts the mission here on multiplayer. So hopefully this is also working as kind of a alpha test for Light No Fire. Alright, there's our multi-tool. And here we are. So we're a little old gag. How cute. There we are. Isn't that just precious? Okay, so first thing I want to do is Community Expeditions. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. First thing I want to do is toggle the view like so. I like to play this game in first person, and we're going to play with a controller. That makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So let's start scanning stuff. First thing we need to do is find our ship. But I want to go ahead and get some units flowing. We're going to be pretty paltry here at the beginning, but we'll take what we can get. There's an undiscovered animal over there. There we go. The ship is in this way. This direction. So if you've never played this before, the first thing you want to do is scan. Scan and mine, usually, to get the ball rolling. Alright, we already have an achievement. Or a milestone, rather. We committed 6 plans. To pull up what we're supposed to be doing, you press hamburger on the controller. It is escape on the keyboard. And we go to Expedition. Alright, so our first milestone is to locate the ship, which we're going to do shortly. We have Exobotany already, and this is going to give us a powerful scanning upgrade and a powerful life support upgrade. So let's get it. Alright. Scanner module. Yep. And a life support module. So let's go ahead and pop those in. To bring this up, you press the window button on the controller, tab on the keyboard. Go over to this, hold install. We're going to pop this right next to a similar technology. You notice the border lights up. That means we get a little bonus. And let's see, what else do we get? We got a scanner. This goes on the multi-tool. Put that next to the scanner. And now we get 5,833% on a fauna scan, 6,504% on a mineral scan. So now, let's see, there's an animal over here. We just got a few hundred up to 1,000 before. Now we get 31,000 plus for a little animal like that. $50 grand for that little dude. Nice. So let's head on over to the ship and see what kind of shape we're in. We know we've scanned that because we got the little green footprint over. It's hard to see, but it's there. Here's our ship. Not this one. That's not our ship. Is it? that's someone else's ship. Okay, this is our ship here. Launch thruster critically damaged. Okay. All right. Go over here to the little beacon. Pull up the emergency log. Freighter evacuation. Okay. Let's browse those logs. Alright, welcome back, Leto. So that's us, apparently. Not Duke Leto. Just plain old Leto. Alright, so we have to repair the ship. Let's see what we can find in these boxes. Can't open this. We need an Atlas pass for that. Got some carbon. Let's get... There's nothing in there. Okay. Anything here? Alright, we're getting some bugs. I guess a lot of people are probably playing on a Sunday afternoon. Alright, you scan that. There's another critter over here. Scan that, get some units going. What are we doing on units? 138,000, not bad. So we need to put a hermetic seal on there, and we need to make some metal plating. To do that, we're going to have to mine some rocks. Oh, here's a rock. That's not a rock. Here's a rock. Unidentified. Scan it first. Get you some money. We're going to get ferrite and sodium out of this. Boom. Got it. Scan it. And zap it. Zap it. We're going to need all this stuff. All this stuff is absolutely necessary. So just get it. We're going to need some carbon too. Oh, scan it first. Looks like some Spanish moss hanging off of there. That's neat. We need to zap it. We need carbon. Carbon fuels the mining beam and lots of other stuff. Think of it as like coal. Okay. We got enough for metal plating. Oop. Metal plating. We're too far away from the ship. Go back to the ship. You can get a nice little boost going by running, melee attack, and then immediately jetpack. That's how you fly through here really fast. Okay. Do this, do that. Alright, so that's got us pulsed up. Now, we need to fix this. We need dihydrogen jelly and pure ferrite. Okay. We're going to have to use the refiner to make the ferrite. But let's find some dihydrogen first. Oh, right here's some. These crystals sticking out. Zap them. We scanned all these beasties we have. Right. Oh, there's another one. Now we can make the dihydrogen jelly. Alright, let's head back to the ship. Let's get a little bit more ferrite first. Scan that. Get the oxygen. Oxygen's kind of rare these days. There's another critter over there. See if we can get him. Got him. Okay. Now, press up. Yep. We know. We know. We know, game. Come on. Press up on the D-pad. Select portable refiner. Plop it down. And you got to put carbon in it. Put carbon in. So the carbon we got. We'll get more. Don't worry about that. Now we have to put ferrite dust in. And we have to refine it. Alright. Pop that in your backpack. Is that enough? Pick this up. Don't leave it laying. Wrong button. Go to the ship. And go here. And in. We need 5 more pure ferrite. So, go find another rock. Unidentified. Scan it. We got another critter over here too. Let's get that before it gets away. It's like a turtle or some kind. Something. Let's see, that's 94,000, almost 95,000 units. Look at him. Okay. Get some more dust. Oh, scan it first. You're gonna need that carbon. There will be sentinels in other places that will harass you while you're trying to do this, so, you know, do this now while you're in a peaceful zone. We're going to need to recharge the mining beam pretty soon. Yep, need to now. Press down on the D-pad and just cycle through like so. There you go. Can't get that yet. We need advanced mining laser. A little bit more carbon. And there are upgrades you can get that will speed this process up. Advanced. Get this one. Let's give us a little sodium. We need that too. That powers shields and things. Life support. Not life support, but hazard protection. Get that. I see a few more rocks over here we can get to the left. So we get them. And get that one. The start is always a little bit tedious like this, but I kind of find it fun to just go around zapping things. So, we need advanced laser for those. Get this little guy. Alright. We should be in fairly good shape. Get these rocks. We also need to find a cave at some point so that we can make some batteries. Caves have cobalt. Cobalt's good to have. So we don't want to miss out on that. Okay. Let's go ahead and plop that refiner back down. Put the carbon in. Put the ferrite dust in. And just go ahead and let it run. Just process all of this. You can let that work while you go around scanning other things. Try not to shoot the animals. You can kill them. Pick up this carbon while we're waiting. Green light means we're done. I can get that. Always pick this up. You don't want to leave it laying around. Later we'll have a refiner that's on our backpack so we can don't have to worry about things so much. Head back to the ship. Ooh. Get these while they're here. That's all of them. All right. Okay. Let's see. Now we should be good. Now we can take off. Yep. And it goes through a little sequence here. Restart. All right, very good. Deep presence, huh? Go in the machine. That's a common theme. All right, let's check the expedition tab. Okay, so we need to take off and go to another planet. So let's do that. Hold right trigger to take off. And accelerate. Press B to boost. And go up. Alrighty. So, like when we're on foot, I like to switch to a I like third person on the ship, first person on foot. So let's see. I thought there was a pirate or an enemy of some kind coming in, but oh well, let's just go to another planet. This one looks good. Is that really the closest one? No. Well, there's a lot of freighters dead in orbit here of Nefut Gamma. If you're on first person, you can use the scanner there or the radar to show you where other planets are. They're all over here, so we'll just pulse, hold both shoulder buttons in, and you can pulse away. Press left stick, scan the planet. Nash 33W4. Typically, all these planets are procedurally generated, but for the expedition, in at least the starting system and some of the other rendezvous systems, they are handcrafted, so, or at least set. All right, let's just switch back to first person. Blast on in. Let's divert power to the engine so we can go just a little bit faster. You press up on the D-pad to do that. There's a rill here. That's interesting. Let's land on the edge of that. There we go. All right. We get out, and that should be our waypoint, or milestone rather. All right, what do we get? Let's see, we get a hazard protection upgrade, powerful mining being upgrade, child port, very good, base computer plans. That's good. So some of the next milestones involve the base, so let's scan some stuff while we're here. Some critters over here, scan them. This is a cold planet, so you hear that our protection is going down. We get that guy, he's super far, but we got him. Didn't get many units for him though. Alright, let's install this on our multi-tool. Again, you want like technologies to be near each other so you get the glowing border. You get a little bonus that way. This goes on the ship so that we can teleport things to the ship from where we are, but you can't actually do it from super far away, unfortunately. So don't get too excited when you see that. Watch out for these guys. They will hurt you if that blows up and you're too close, but you run in close here, you can grab these gassy pods, the red things. That gives you oxygen, which again is harder to get nowadays in the game. There's 3 on each one. And then mining beam them down to get a little bit more oxygen out of them and to get them out of your face. Just like that. Boom. Okay. Some things in here we can scan. Alright, you see how this thing is kind of green? Glows kind of green. That means we've already scanned it. If it's purple, you have not scanned it. So, like the tree there. I wish that the overlay for the analysis visor was not purple, because it makes scanned things, they still look purple, even though you see it's green. But scan this little guy. You find these on all planets. Gives you some sodium. There's also plants that give you oxygen and a boost to your jetpack. Temporary unlimited jetpack. I know that's kind of an oxymoron, but okay. We scanned a bunch of stuff. What do we need to be doing? We have a geode. Whenever you get these, hold X to boost them open. You get stuff out of them. Oh, we have one more thing we can use. That boosts our hazard protection, which is always good. It's a small amount, but it's something. All right, let's see. Homecoming. Establish a base. All right, this is easy enough. Just find a place where you'd like to have a base. Scan a few things. Right. Press up on the D-pad and choose base computer. We got one for free with the milestone. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Are you aggressive? I guess, kind of, sort of. We may have to sort him. Okay, base computer. Let's use it. Let's launch the habitation program. Let's do that. And this will create an area for you to build your base. Which is always fun, right? Yep. So if you use the computer again, it will let you get some parts out of it, or plans for the parts, rather. Some things to get you started. Okay. Make sure we're still, Alright, let's build some stuff. Start with a foundation. You know what? This is kind of... Let me get rid of some of this stuff. We need these raw materials anyway. So let's just use them. Don't let your thing overheat there. That's what she said, right? Alright, get it. Get these snowballs. When it starts overheating, just let off the trigger. In this first base, I'm not going to worry too much about how it looks. We're just doing the requirements for the milestone, right? Alright, that's good. So, let's see. Let me get a little bit more. Oh, there's a ship there. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's put foundation down. This is a little tricky. I mean, that's... That's good. Now let's put a room on top. Very good. It wants us to do another one. So let's do another one. We need more ferrite dust. Okay, no problem. There's all kinds of it laying around here. Base building uses a lot of resources, as you might expect. Makes sense, right? Get that. Get this. Get the other thing. Do this. Put it up there. Okay. Construct a straight corridor. Well, let's put it there. We have to make 2. Okay. Need more stuff. We scanned you. Yeah, we scanned you. Zoop, and get that. All right, let's build another one right here. Great. Now let's put a door on it. Very good. Now we need a ramp. Why can't we? Well, it's weird, but it works. All right. Now what? We don't have power. Excuse me. We don't have power yet. Quick menu. What do we need to do? All right. Hazard protection unit. Okay. We can do that. Here we go. I would think we'd want to put this inside, right? Let's put it here by the door. Alright, and the health station. We'll put it over here. It looks good to me. Construct a battery. Now. Battery. Apparently we have one. Let's put it outside. Let's see, where's the sunlight coming from? South, we want it over here. Couple batteries. Looks good to me. Solar panel. Put these right here. Alrighty. Now we need to wire them up, right? That makes sense. Oop. Wire it to the battery. It's gonna get a little fussy. Alright, and then this. Put it up here. Zoop. So we should be, yep, it's storing power. That's good. Apparently the sun is in the north in this world, but okay, it's still absorbing power. Okay, storage container. Alright, storage container. These can be made to, you know, be right here. So put it there. And can you put one here? Where can you put another one? Oh, you have to choose this a different one. Sorry. You know what? I think you can stack them up outside, but oh, we got a stampede going on here. Hey, there's another critter over there. Got him. Cobalt Potassium. Okay. We want to rotate it. Right? Is that, we want it that way or do we want it this way? I guess you want it facing in, but we don't have a access ladder. Okay, so now it wants us to rename the base. Let's do that. And we can upload it to the No Man's Sky server. Let's do that. And that got us a new reward, a hyperdrive. Nice. And because we have power turned on, we can go in here and store stuff if we want to. I don't have anything I want to store. But I'll tell you what I am going to do. We have a launch pad. I'm going to hook it up to the base here. If and I can. Wanting to put it there. Why is it wanting to put it there? Let's put it here. It doesn't make any sense. It's not supported by anything, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It's magical. Let's see. This is bugging me. Can we put these up on the roof? You can, but then we're going to hook the wires back up. It's getting ready to be nighttime anyway. Whatever. I'll just put it back. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now we got a snazzy place with a launch pad. How about that? You love to see it, right? There it is. You can call the ship over here if you have the data to do it. We do not have any navigation data, but the ship is right over there, so that would be a waste anyway. What's it wanting us to do? Hyperdrive, okay. We need microprocessors and chromatic metal. Now, do we have the... We do not. We cannot make the processors. We need chromatic metal. So that means we need copper. Because you make that in your refiner. Is that copper? That's sodium. I want to scan that tree, darn it. Okay. Is there any copper here? You can pull this up by looking. There is. On the Discoveries tab. So there's copper on this planet. You scan around these little rhombus looking indicators. Those are your deposits. That's sodium. What's that one? Dioxide. Come on, give me some copper, guys. Copper. Is there one that's closer? Doesn't look like it. That's not copper there, is it? It is, and it's closer. Okay. So let's go mine some copper. Watch out for these guys. They have a temper. They're really cool looking, though. Look at them. You know what you can do? You can make creature pellets. And then you can give them to the critter. Yeah. And then you can tame the critter. Let's prize off extrusion. How would I do that? Adopt his companion. Oh, look at him. My. So now he's not going to be a problem. Let's interact with him again. Let's pat him. His affection is kind of low there. Pat him again. You want to keep this up. Give him some more food. That's great. And then you can go for a ride. Here we are. And you can't directly control them. You can, you know, suggest where you'd like for them to go. Over here's that deposit. Watch out for the poison plant. And you just ride on the big bug. Why not? I mean, this is a good way as any to get over there. You can just kind of chill and take in the sights. I mean, where there's a ringed planet, looks pretty nice. We're in a cold world, so you want to keep an eye on your hazard protection. To get off, just jump jetpack off of him. Let's go back to first person. Now, to get this out, you don't use the mining beam or the bolt caster. See, this doesn't do anything. Charge that back up. Now, get out of the way, man. You want the terrain manipulator. Use the shoulder buttons to choose the size. The smaller, the better, because you get a set amount of resource per removal. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Let's scan this. Might as well get some more money. We're going to need money. And let's get this, because if we terrain manipulate... Oh, I haven't scanned it. If you use terrain manipulator, these will just disappear and you won't get the resources out of them. Okay, he's aggressive. Okay. I don't know that guy really. May as well get this stuff, you know. Alright. He ate, so he took a crap over here. That's a resource. This poor guy. Sorry. Alright, anyhow. Get that. Now let's do the terrain manipulator. Make sure we're on the small one. And just zap it. And this takes a while. And that's just the way it is. If you scan by pressing left stick, you can kind of see where the resources are. One thing, if you don't want your hazard protection to go down while you're doing this, is, let's see, and go back. Go back to big size. Just make a little cave. You can go down in here. If you go far enough, see temperature levels stabilizing. Do the scan to see where you're looking at. Go back to the small size. And just mine from underneath. There we go. We're getting into it now. You see the shiny stuff? That's going to be your copper. And this way you don't have to worry about your hazard protection going down the whole time you're standing here. Again, the copper, this is how we're going to get the chromatic metal. You run this through the refiner, and it makes the chromatic metal for you. And you go up here and get under it. Dig down there. Make sure you get into the bottom. There you go. Want to get it all. If you take too much of the overburden over your head away, then you'll be losing hazard protection again. So do keep that in mind. Hey DAR, good to see you. Still kind of in the middle of it. Got a little time to take a breather, and I thought I'd try out the new expedition on No Man's Sky. Won't be fully out of crunch time until Wednesday evening, but so far so good. Several riders have pieces that they have to turn in each time, and A handful were very, very late getting their stuff in this time. And normally, I'm a real hard nose about the deadline. But if I had done that this time, we would have had almost nothing in the magazine. So that's not good. But other than that, everything's going fine. It just doesn't leave a whole lot of time to do YouTube. How about you? How are you doing? This is the part of the game that, I mean, this can be kind of soothing. You know, it's satisfying to just watch the giant nugget slowly shrink and end up magically in your backpack. Yeah, not too far behind. It is a good thing. Nope. Not sure why it stopped there. One day I would like to do YouTube full time, but until that time comes, we will be doing magazine and journal editing. Ah, cover letter. That's fun. Are you applying for a new job? If you don't want to talk about it here, that's fine. I'm just curious. We probably won't have to do too much of this sort of mining in the expedition. Usually it's not too heavy on these things, and you can buy a lot of this stuff, but we're just starting out, so it's good to kind of load your pockets while you can. And the terrain manipulator is actually a perpetual motion machine. You can oh, we just sometimes that happens. We just respawned on top of the nugget. But yeah, as you're doing this, you will get silicate dust, silicate powder, and you can use that to power the machine. So, is it realistic? No, but nothing in this is realistic. It's all about fun. Fun, fun, fun. My pet is still following. How much copper do we have? We have 900. Let's go ahead and get 1,000. Oh, that sounds like a good thing to get into, DAR. That's great. Hope it goes well for you. Would you go away? I adopted this giant bug. And, is there a way to... He's feeling melancholy. Adam. Yeah, you just stay there, okay? Oh, that's mine, yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I used to play SimCity 2000 a lot. A lot. I still love that game. It's GOG has it, and but it's the floppy disk version that does not have all the cool sound effects and voice. Well, there's not really a lot of voice tracks, but the CD version is much better. The floppy version, I don't even think the floppy version has music. But of course, there's better city builders nowadays. All right, I'm going to increase the size to just get the rest of this quickly. Again, we won't get as much, but we've got enough for now. This is a huge copper nugget. Could you imagine the value of this in real life? Good Lord. This would be worth many tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. City Skylines is another one. I haven't played as much, but oh, let's see. I think there's a new one of those out, isn't there? Don't know if it's any good or not. Okay, that's good. We're good. We've got it. Now let's get out of the hole. And we're running low on hazard protection. Where's the ship? All the way over there. Go ahead and get in the ship. When you get in the ship, it will refill your hazard protection for free. Oh. Oxygen. Oh, ho, ho, something else to scan. Gotta get that money. Alright, we'll let the thermal protection go up. And then we'll make the chromatic metal, and then we'll refresh my memory on what we're supposed to be doing, because I can't remember. Okie dokie, now there we go. The base, I think, must be bugged because, I mean, I know I have the solar collectors in the terrible place, but let's see. Let's move them out here. Yeah, that way. I don't know if it makes any difference, honestly. And let's just run a wire. Let's hook these two together, and then we run a wire from there all the way over here, and here to there, and that should be good. And we should be getting power, but we're not. How strange. I think there's a bug in the bases. It's okay. Tropico 6. Yeah, I've not tried that one. Ostriv. Ukrainian village. Hey, that sounds really interesting. Wow. I love details like that. Alright. Oh yes, the hyperdrive. That's what we were doing. So we need to make chromatic metal. How much chromatic metal do we need? We need 100. Because we have 25. So let's pop some carbon in there. And let's see. Copper. And then we just, because inventory space is at a premium, we want to make only what we need. So let's run this down to 100. Yeah, that does sound really fun. Now, we got to get a microprocessor from somewhere. We need 5 of them. We're going to have to buy those on the space station or someplace, because we don't have the blueprint to make it yet. Normally, you can just craft those. But not today. Alright. Here's our chromatic metal. Don't forget to pick it up. So we can go ahead and push the right button. And let's go ahead and we'll drop the chromatic metal in. Now we need 5 of these. Purchase microprocessors. Yeah. Hey, Mindwise. I will be playing RuneScape again probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'm in the middle of massive crunch time in my job right now, which is I'm a magazine editor, and we're putting together the next issue and to get it out to press. I'll be finished with that on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So I'll be free to get back to my regular YouTube schedule then. I carved out a few extra minutes or possibly hours to play this today, No Man's Sky, so I thought I might as well stream it if I'm going to be playing it. Glad you stopped by. It's good to see you. Okay, so we need some microprocessors. And we're going to go to the space station for that. Hopefully we'll find some there. And because we've been scanning stuff, we have some money. And things are really expensive. Oh, what do we have here? Ah, derelict freighter, huh? Well, this is... The game's always good at giving you things that distract you. This kind of freighter you can't go on, but you can steal the things out of the cargo pods. This will cause pirates to come, but that's fine. Come on. Well, it normally causes pirates to come. I didn't see any that time. We got lucky. I don't think I've ever not seen pirates come when you take the cargo pods. I am online right now playing this, so, and because this is a free-to-play weekend for this game, there's a lot of people on, and there have been a few little weirdnesses here and there with the server. I want to go in too fast here. Yep. You can get good stuff here, that's for sure. Hopefully that includes microprocessors, because that's what we are in the business for today. Let's run over here. You can't use the melee boost trick in here, because you can't shoot weapons inside the space station. Alright, this is where you buy stuff. Here we go. We need 5 of these. 137,500 units, which is fine. We have almost 750,000 units. Let's get them. Alright. So now we can push the right button again. Starship. Here we go, and there we go. Now we've got the hyperdrive. I have heard of Satisfactory, and I want to play it. When it goes on sale on Steam again, I'm going to be getting it. It looks really fun. I've seen some videos of people playing it. We need a warp cell. Okay. Always need something, don't we? Let me see if I can buy one here. Have you played it, Mindwise? Do you like it? I can buy some chromatic metal. That's expensive. I'm going to buy that. It saves us from having to refine again. Alright. And the reason for that is we want to make the warp cell. When I need antimatter, and we need a antimatter housing, and then we make a warp cell. Yeah, I have heard that Satisfactory is kind of a combination of No Man's Sky and Factorio. I've heard people make that combo or connection before. All right. Oh, it helps if you put the warp cell into the hyperdrive. Like that, you see that, isn't it? Now we go to another system. Bring up the map. And let's see. You go along the green line there, use this right stick. And you see our destination is actually Toyabe 9, but we can't quite make it. It's a dotted line. That means the warp range of this ship is insufficient. So we're going to have to puddle jump. But yes, mind-wise, once I get the game, I'll probably play it on stream or do pre-recorded episodes or both. It sounds like a lot of fun. Looks like the kind of thing that I could easily get stuck in for hours. All right. Got another milestone, which means we get more stuff. Pulse engine upgrade, movement system upgrade. That's your jetpack or your spacesuit. Starship launch fuel and microprocessor plans. So now we can make microprocessors at will. And we are getting hailed. Let's see, who's hailing us? That beeping you heard, that was the communicator. Leto Entity, we received your signal. It's been so long. This is Nada. He is a very important character in this game. Time for truth. You have their signal, but you are not Leo Entity. I'll tell the truth. Your signal is familiar to Nada. We've been in contact before, I think. A distant time. Perhaps you don't remember. This would be a good time to come aboard, yes. Proper introduction to our home. And this is the multiplayer hub. It is not just really a multiplayer hub, it is the hub of the game. Cool, that's good to hear, mind-wise. I'll be looking forward to getting in. It goes on sale periodically, so I'm just really cheap. This is a special kind of space station. And there'll probably be a bunch of players in here. If you want to meet other players, this is a good place to do it. Hopefully that's not too loud for y'all. It's a little loud in my ears. Alright, so all these ships you see here, these are actual players' ships that are here. And the little white diamonds you see running around, and see right there, that's an actual person playing right now. They're all over the place. And the ships are also procedurally generated for the most part. This is a special ship that was a reward for one of the previous expeditions. But a lot of these other ships, these you see over here, that pink one and that blue one, and those over there, those are all procedurally generated and randomized. Alright, so we want to go see Nada. So you can go through this station if you want to. But he's up here. He's always... Oh no, didn't quite make it. I don't have a backpack upgrade, so I'm not going to be able to make it up there. You can just boost up, but we'll go this way. And he's in here. There he is. He's a very important character in the main scenario. I'm Priest Entity Nada. Welcome to our anomaly. Our home here is pleasant, yes. Polo's own design. He's another important critter. A perfect bubble, free from sentinels, free to wander far beyond what is outside. Free to observe, to search. Well, let's ask about ourselves. Leto is a traveler entity, one like you. I do not know their number. Nada does not care to think about your kind as iterations and numbers. That's very considerate. They were lost to us. Highly improbable. Our anomaly is lost to the Sentinels, but none should be lost to the anomaly. There's something familiar about this Nada, something comforting in the gentle light of their carapace. Nada is a species, if you will, called a Korvax, which is a synthetic life form that was created originally as a slave race for another race called the Gek. And we'll see a Gek here in just a few minutes. Nada was one among many, but I awoke with the death of my home. The death of Korvax Prime became divergent, alone, and hunted. But Nada is not alone anymore. Nada is with Polo Friend, and many others visit our home. Remember, this is the online multiplayer hub and the game hub if you play off-network. Our new convergence is small, but Nada is happy. Nada watches me, judging my reactions as they speak. They look at me as if they have known me forever. Let's ask about Polo. Polo Friend found Nada, found my signal. Nada is safe. Now Nada finds other signals and make others safe. Well, what should we do, man? You're free to make your own path. Seek answers. Explore with others. Travel to great sights. Proceed as you will, traveler entity, but speak with Polo Friend. They perceive these things more clearly than Nada. Polo is right over here, and he's a super cool dude. Look at him. He is a Gek. He's a friendly Gek. He's not a slaver Gek. And he's one of our best friends here. Friends everywhere, if only you know where to look. Friends in all shapes, all sizes, all places. Lido Friend, you are where you should be. They should be. It does not seem possible, but all things are possible, such is the universe. What should I do? Of course, lost friend, we have a small gift for you. Perhaps it will help. Even better yet, when you leave, you will not be where you were. You will be closer. Or maybe not. Discovery is exciting, yes? Indeed. Alright, so it wants us to visit the various stations in the anomaly. We'll do that. There's a person. Real life person. This area here is very important. This is where you buy upgrades for all kinds of things. For your ship, for your multi-tool, which is your weapon and your mining tool. You can buy special blueprints for highly evolved materials and building parts. You can buy upgrades for exocraft, which you can build and drive around on the planets. There's a submarine, there's different kinds of cars and trucks, and there's a mech suit. There's all kinds of stuff. You can also get upgrades for your backpack or exosuit. You get it here. This is the exosuit person. Here you can buy a inventory slot. The first one is free. All right, which is you can't ever have enough inventory. Excuse me. This is where you could buy base parts. This is where you can upgrade your ship. These things cost nanites. You see up here in the corner, nanite clusters. These are kind of hard to come by, so you want to pick what you want carefully. I'm not going to buy anything right now because some of these things are unlocked as we go through the expedition, so I just want to check with the place. That's right, you said it. They do know inventory space is like a drug. Fortunately, you don't have to pay real world money for it in this game, like you do in some games. Here we go. I'm not going to read everything they say. Basically, this guy wants you to show him the data you've collected out in the universe. So you bring it back here. You can get nanites from this guy. So you see it says minerals, flora, and new discoveries. These are the things you scan. So it pays to scan. You get money directly from scanning. Then you bring it back to Helios. It gives you nanites. And we got 420 nanites. Nice. Let's show him. Let's ask about his past. Not worth dwelling on. Can we give you anything else? No, we can't. Okay. Then the reason I'm so short, in case you're wondering, is I'm a Gek. This is randomized at the start. So I may change that because it aggravates me. I like the Gek. They're probably my favorite species, but it aggravates me being so short. This person, you can give them milestone data, which is planets you've been to, systems you've been to, that sort of thing. Also, you can get nanites here. Should get a bunch. Yeah, 250. All right, good. Now let's go check out the Nexus, where you can get special missions for a currency called Quicksilver. And Quicksilver you trade in here at this desk to get special stuff. It does have a max capacity DAR. I'm not sure how many. But if we go over here to where the ships are, you can see this here is a landing pad. You see a fly. So it's limited by however many landing pads there are. It will not tell you you can't enter. Like, there's people coming in like crazy right now. It won't tell you that you can't enter at any time. It'll just let you in and make a space for you. I don't know how their server works, but you see there's a bunch here in the middle too. There's 4 pads here, and then a whole bunch on the sides. So it'll always make space for you. But all these ships that you see in here are actual player ships. And these are real people coming and going. You can turn the networks off. If you go here to network in the options menu, turn off multiplayer here. And all these would just go away. Anyhow, let's go to the Nexus. See what it has to say. Excuse me. Here you can complete special missions to get Quicksilver or units or nanites. And it tells you right off what you need to do and what you're going to get. I don't particularly want to do one right now just because we want to get through the mission. This one is neat. The weekend event, we have essentially 12 hours left to do this. Collect 12 living pearls. That sounds simple, but it's actually not. Because when you collect the pearls, sentinels will come after you. So that's actually a highly advanced combat mission. We're not ready for it right now. But just to satisfy the expedition milestone, milestone, sorry. We'll just do it and go. There's also a teleporter here. This is super important. All space stations have these. The hub has these, the anomaly, and you can build one on your base. And colonies. There are colonies you'll find. They also have these. So you can warp to any number of other locations here. Like if we go to my base, we could go back to my base. It's right here, Rock's Omega. Space stations. We've only been to one space station, so that's why there's only one on the list right now. Okay, so we got the milestone for checking out the anomaly. What do we get? We always get a reward. Efficient thrusters, translator, and salvage data. Salvage data you can use to acquire upgrades and that sort of thing. Alright, let's go back to the ship. Alright, so let's check. Yeah, let's go ahead and install these upgrades. Again, you want to put you want to put similar upgrades next to one another. All right, so all the jetpack stuff together. We put this over here with the hazard protection. Oops. Now, this, you want to look at this. You see, this is a supercharged slot. This means you'll get more out of the upgrade that you put there. So right now, this gives us jetpacks 179%, etc. Let's move it down here. Now it's 224, and the others are also increased. So let's just keep those around. We may want to put some other technology there at some point, but right now that's fine. Pulse engine. This is for the ship. Let's move this so that we can put it next to the pulse engine. This is going to make our pulse engine either more efficient or more maneuverable. So it's a little bit both. Okay. And what is this? Ah, yes, translator. This lets us understand alien languages a little bit. This is a B class. It only gives us one word per interaction, but that's okay. And what was this one? Efficient thrusters. Okay. This is for the ship, but we can't install it because we don't have a place. Let's clear this off. Get rid of these. Magnetized ferrites. We have oxygen. This is just fixing areas of the ship, essentially. Let's see. And we'll just put that there. Let's put this over here. Put this next to the thrusters. Put that there. That looks good. We don't have magnetized ferrite, but that's no problem. We don't need that slot yet. All right. Repair vital equipment. Repair multi-tool damage. All right, let's go to the multi-tool. And these red things, these are damaged as well. So we need dihydrogen. We have that. Fix it. We don't have silver. We got some nanotubes. Let's go ahead and fix that. All right, so we need silver. We need sodium nitrate. Silver we can get out in space. So we need to find an asteroid. There's one right here. Maybe this one will have silver in it. Had tritium. That's okay. We need that anyway. There's no way to know what they have in them until you blow them up. This one has silver. A lot of times the ones that don't just blow up, they just, you can mine them out like this. Either have silver, gold, or platinum in them. And a lot of times I like to go to first person when I do this because it's a little easier to aim. You don't want to crash into it. You don't have to get every little bit of it. Just get what you need. Should be good. I mean, you can be OCD and get it all if you want to, but which admittedly sometimes I do that. Anyway, that should be good. One little piece right there. Let's get it. Oh, come on, there you go. Let's get away from it so that we don't accidentally crash while we're in our menu. Oh, that didn't give us. Are you serious? We need 2 more pieces of silver. So let's. It's already despawned. When you get them down low like that, sometimes they just despawn. So as not to be a navigation hazard, you know. Here's a big asteroid field. This one's giving us platinum, which is very good because that's a rare resource. So I'm going to get most of this. There's a better beam for this. Ammo does. This is a photon cannon, so there's no ammo for it. But your personal multi-tool has a weapon on it that uses projectiles. And it does take up a slot. But they're easy to make. You make them with ferrite dust, which is probably the most common resource. And you make them several hundred at a time out of very little ferrite dust. So fortunately, the ship weapons do not take up a slot, other than, the technology slot of the weapon itself. Is that everything? No, there's still some here. All right, that's good. Let's head into the asteroid field and see what else we can get. Just be careful not to crash into anything here. It's not instant death if you crash, but it's annoying. I mean, you can destroy your ship and die, but you pretty much have to try to do it. And we're getting tritium, we're getting gold, we're getting silver. And all this is useful. There's some more silver. Very good. So now we have enough silver. I'm not going to go in the menu while I'm in the asteroid field. Just be careful. There is a better weapon for this. It's called the pulse cannon, I think. And it just, one shot just evaporates these asteroids. We don't have that yet. I may buy one at some point. I usually get one on my permanent save. Now here's a different kind of asteroid here. Let's see what this thing has. Let's let the acquisition menu clear up there where it says gold ×3. Because I want to see what this has in it. And that's gold. Okay. Sometimes the weird ones have platinum. There's a gold nugget. That's pretty good. Oh, don't let him overheat. All right. So let's... we got another milestone. Go ahead and collect. Let's see. That's on phase 2, looks like. Wonder projector, prepackaged optical drill. That's good. Optical drill lets our mining tool for the surface get more resources as it mines. And a trade rocket, which lets you sell things. If your inventory is full, you can just sell things and blast it off the surface, and it goes and sells it automatically. Alright, so just get a few more things here. Now, the reason for mining these asteroids is the pulse engine uses tritium that comes from the asteroids. The launch thruster uses uranium, which we don't get from here. Just use the gold nugget to do it. Let's install the trade rocket. That goes on your backpack. Install the optical drill, put it next to your mining laser section. Can't get that yet. We can get rid of this one. Okay, sodium nitrate. We have to land the ship and make that with our refiner. Alright, we're going to get some sodium, some nanites, and decorative parts. That's for your base. Hey, Lionheart. How are you today, my friend? Good to see you. I'm taking a little break from the magazine. And I thought I wanted to play the Omega. This is the Omega Expedition of No Man's Sky. I wanted to play this anyway, so I had a little bit of time today. Ah, combat. So I thought I may as well stream it if I'm going to play it. Now, there's a pirate. He's wanting to parlay with me and basically hustle me out of my money. I did not parlay with him because I don't want to give him my money. I'm going to shoot him down instead. And again, this is a little bit easier in first person. Yeah, he's going down easy. Look at that. No problem. And we got him. Well, I'm glad to have you here, Lionheart. Always good to see you. Okay, so what should we do now? You always need more asteroid stuff, and it's so satisfying. You know, if you don't know what else to do in the game, just go up into space and shoot asteroids. I mean, alright, but we need to do something for real here. We need to reach the first rendezvous. Alright. It's not in this system. Ah, yes. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Okay. Huh, but I'm putting the cart before the horse, as usual. We need to make another warp cell, looks like. And drop it in. And now we can get the heck out of here. Off we go. So this just takes a few moments. It is similar. It is very similar to the one in Subnautica. Yes, absolutely. Which is another game I really love. There's nothing like that first time you play through Subnautica. Man, that game is awesome. Alright, so this is the space station here. Again, we can go in there and buy stuff. There's some freighters here. You can get a freighter in this game. We don't have one, at least not yet. We want to go to the rendezvous, so let's get away from the space station so that we can pulse over. You know, this is the kind of space flight that I was wanting in Starfield. Actual flying between planets. But we didn't get it. It is kind of crazy how... Well, let me stop the pulse for a minute. Now, you see how it says in the center of the screen there, Rendezvous 1, arrive in 2 hours. That means at the current speed, if I sit here for 2 hours, I will get there. And I can go along as normal, and everything functions. Alright? If we boost, that increases the speed significantly. Now it's going to take 15 minutes and 20-some seconds. That's real time. Or if we pulse, it takes just a few seconds. That is so fun. It is really cool, Lionheart. And this game is so fun to just boot up and play. You know, you can just do whatever. You know, it's pretty low key. Here we have a guy that's wanting to sell me some stuff. And now you see how it's gibberish. Well, this is the Gek language. He's a Gek. You can see him down there in the little hollow thing. Our translating chip that we put into the spacesuit has translated one word automatically for us, unit thief. But the rest we don't know. You can learn their language. It's a whole big, long, drawn-out process, but you can do it. Now let's see what he has to buy. Anything good? Okay. He's got some Geknip. That's a drug. This used to be considered contraband. I don't think Maybe it's not in the system because it's probably a Gex system. Fungal mold. Nothing too great. We might sell in some things. Yeah, I mean, you can always do that, Lionheart. It's, you can play it and however you want. Take forever to do things if you want to. And I thought we were getting that with Starfield, which a lot of people thought that. And but we're not. I'm going to sell this Fecium. That's just crap. That's literal crap. We don't need that. That's good. So we're good. All right, let's go on. Instead, we got fiddling through 1,500 menus. But it is what it is. Now, this planet, it says high sentinel activity. I don't know if you can see that. Sentinels are these annoying robots that will attack you or taking resources from the planet. Let's this a little less disorienting. All right. So this yellow thing is going to give us the approximate location of the rendezvous. Now, you see this big building. I guarantee you that's the actual rendezvous. So no need to land on the marker there. Let's go over here and land on a launch pad or a star pad. When the rings there start turning green, you press X and it'll automatically bring you in. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, Lionheart. Hunslow. Look at this wall. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so this is a different kind of place. This is a archive. And some planets will have these. I imagine almost all planets have something like this. In this case, it's our first rendezvous. So let's collect the goods. Nanites, an inventory slot times 3. Warp cell times 10, 300 Quicksilver. So this is upgrades for the suit. Now, you can put them up here on the technology tree, or area. You don't need them up there right now. So just put them here. These are quite expensive to buy, so this is quite a nice kit. Lionheart, yes. When this game launched, it was one of those that overpromised and way underdelivered. But in the years since then, they have fixed it. And now it's basically everything that they promised it to be. It runs really well. It has, very rich lore. It's interesting to play. All the things that it really weren't or wasn't when it started. You know what? Before we fool with that, let's do some scanning. All these birds out here, whatever. They're not birds. Whatever they happen to be. This is the way you get your money. Those units, that's the currency. But yeah, they've and all the updates have been free. All right, see there, we got another milestone. You get an egg. You know how I love eggs. Yeah, and right now the game is free to play until tomorrow, I think, till the end of Monday. So you can play it for free now if you want. And you just go to Steam and get it. And it very often goes on sale. It may be on sale right now, as a matter of fact. It usually is on sale when an expedition comes out, which is what we're doing. This is a special mode of play that's only available for a limited time. And that is where you get all these milestones and things. Oh, we need to collect this. These are decorations for your base. Okay, yeah. Let's see, we got a reward down here. Hazmat gauntlets. Hey, that's good. It's only the plans for it. I need sodium nitrate. Okay, I was needing sodium nitrate. Oh, the free-to-play ended already? I'm sorry. It is different for different parts of the world. Let's see. I could just put my refiner down here, couldn't I? Just do some refining. Okay, I need sodium nitrate. I was needing it for something else. I don't remember what. I don't have a whole lot of sodium. Let's just go ahead and make some sodium nitrate. While that's running, I needed it for the multi-tool, right? Yeah. Yeah, good. I'm sure you'll be heartbroken. But yeah. Yeah, definitely pick it up sometime. It frequently goes on sale. Like, it's on sale now. It'll be on sale again later. There's usually not a whole lot of time in between the sales. Let's go ahead and put this scanner upgrade in. This gives us more money for scanning stuff. So, several thousand% more for flora and minerals. That's great. How's this coming along? Let's stop it there. We might need the regular sodium for something else. Okay, expedition. Witness the Atlas. Alright, we will do that. I'm going to go ahead and make the hazmat gauntlets. These let you harvest special animals and plants. They're very handy to have. So I highly recommend getting them. I did pick up my refiner, yes. So let's go to an Atlas station now. You're going to love this. I understand that, Lionheart. It's, gotta prioritize. Let's see, let's bring up the map. And let's see, wait a minute. Do I not have the... Yeah, I have it selected. Oh, I need to go to the anomaly. Got it. The space anomaly, that hub, you can call in. You know, you mentioned God of War. I have the 2018 God of War on my PlayStation, and I have never played it. I'm gonna have to do that sometime. So this, I don't remember when you came in, Lionheart, but this is the multiplayer, well, end game hub. It doesn't, it is all these white diamonds you see running around. Those are actual players in the game right now. But this is an important place, even if you're not playing online. You buy upgrades here, you get missions here, it's all kinds of stuff. Oop, wrong button. This guy's important. Proceed as you will aid you, even if you seek the Crimson Lyre. Now, he's talking about the Atlas. Many worship the Crimson Lyre, the Atlas, but Nada knows where it dwells. Nada chooses not to consider the things Nada fears to be true. But if traveler entity wishes to seek it, Nada will help. Nada wishes you to be safe. The interface will be marked on your map. Take care, traveler. Yes. There are 2 multiplayer modes. Ask for Atlas Station coordinates. That's what we want. There is this one, which is the general mode, which is sort of a MMO mode, where you can join other players in groups that are like clans randomly. There's also a specific multiplayer mode, which you choose at startup, where if you have a group of friends who you know you're going to be playing with, you can set up a multiplayer instance and play together on the multiplayer mode. Otherwise, you could just find each other here or just hang out with random peeps. The load times are very, very quick. That transition there when we left the anomaly, when the screen briefly flashed white, that was the reloading screen. Super fast loading time. Alright, so we want to go to the Atlas. So we want to pull up the map, press M on the keyboard, and now we're going to follow this red line. And if you look in the lower right corner, you see a red diamond. That's where we're headed. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Good lord. We're going to have to leapfrog again. I'm going to make several of these. Oh, of course I can't. I'm missing stuff. It's alright. Drop this in. This spaceship is incredibly inefficient. You can fix that. Okay. We're going to have to leapfrog again, but that's fine. You find more stuff that way. And of course, this is a loading screen as well. This takes a little bit longer because they're loading in an entire solar system and everything that's on these planets, which it's all procedurally generated. So I'll tell you what, we need fuel for our ship. Yeah. We need to land somewhere and take care of that. Let's see. Fungal mold. You know what? We're going to need fungal mold for something later, so let me just pulse over here. And we need those gauntlets for that. Yeah, we definitely need the carbon. This would be a good place for that. You see, there's a lot of plants here. Plants give you the carbon. New Rylene. Sounds good to me. Oh, look at this guy. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Hello. Let's give him some food. Let's scan him. There, he's happy. Let's adopt him. And let's, he's feeling cranky, so let's pet him. That's good. Give him some more food, and he's good to go. Now, let's go on a tour of this place. Can we scan when we're on their back? I don't know. I don't think you can scan stuff while you're on their back. You just ride them around. It's kind of big. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's get to scanning. Alright, all these red things are animals that you have not scanned yet. Little red dots. The birds are persnickety. Hard to get them. Hard to get them in the scanner there. There we go. You usually get more money for animals than anything else. Oops. I stepped on something. Would you get out of the way, man? Alrighty. There we go. This thing. There's another curious critter. All the animals and plants are procedurally generated too. That's why they're so funky looking. Okay, let's see. And that was one of the things when the game first launched that was highly criticized was, yes, there was the procedural generation, but things were very limited in their possible potential appearance. So things were extremely samey. That's much better now. If you play for a while, you'll get to recognize a lot of the same basic components that show up over and again, but it's not as distracting as it once was. And it's quite charming. Alright, so let's get to mining here. Let's see, we have an unidentified here. There's a flying critter over here. Yeah, they did. They did eventually keep their word. I mean, it is now a kind of troubling trend in the gaming space where companies will release a game and then fix it later. But that was still kind of a new thing for this game. It sort of pioneered that, which is, I don't know. At least they fixed it, right? I wish that it had not become a trend. But in all fairness, they not only fixed it, they actually, what we have now is a lot more than what we ever anticipated. And the value of all the updates that we've gotten is very high. Okay. Let's get some stuff. We need carbon, which we have a fair amount of carbon. We need more carbon. We also need copper. Well, here's some things laying on the ground. Let's get that. Baldur's Gate 3. I still have not completed that game. I got lost, like, I don't know. I think I mentioned this in a different stream, but the game was great till I got to Act 3, and then the pacing just kind of fell off a cliff. Alright, let's see. I've got a bunch of carbon. Alright, it's time to use the refiner. Throw some carbon in. We need to make more, so we need the condensed kind. So let's put the regular kind in, and it will condense it for us. I think you're right, Lionheart. I think we need the 20. I'll just make a bunch. Well, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that, for sure. The only thing is, the pacing was excellent up until that point. Act 3 also has a whole lot of bugs. And I'm not ragging on the game. I'm just saying, I'm just calling it like it is. I do think that a lot of journalists that wrote 10 out of 10 reviews for Baldur's Gate 3 did not play Act 3. They probably played it for an hour or two, and that was about it. It is an excellent game, don't get me wrong, but it's not the masterpiece. I don't think, my opinion, again, I don't think it's the masterpiece that a lot of people proclaim it to be. But that said, it is a hell of a lot of fun. Okay. What are we going to do? We could hatch the egg. It's going to give us a new companion. Ooh. Oh, wow. Look at him. He's hungry. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, that's funny, but yeah, it could be. Yeah, it is. It is kind of a generalized term. All right, so this guy, I need to make more nuggets. He's still hungry. All right, that's good. Isn't it? It's weird. Look at his little backpack. Okay, so what am I supposed to be doing anyway? I'm supposed to go to the Atlas. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be making fuel. Herpa derp. Okay. We need copper. We need chromatic metal out the yin yang. Oh, we just let it go for a while. Okay. Starship out of range. Whenever that happens, it's no big deal. You can bring it in. You can summon it to your position. Convenient. Just jump in here and rebuild the hazard protection for a minute. Should be good. Let's go check on our refiner. That should be good for now. Pick it up. I can't tell you how many times I have left it laying somewhere. Well, it would be sweet, like if those self-driving cars that people were so sure were going to be a thing a few years back. If those were a thing, imagine being able to push a button and have your car come pick you up. That'd be pretty convenient. Okay. We need to make antimatter. We need to make some of these. Just going to make several. Let's make one more. All right. Then we got to do the warp cell. Pop them in. Now we're good. See, this would be one of the times where I would have forgotten my refiner. But I did pick it up, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Paranoid. Well, that's true, Lionheart. They are a thing. They're just not a widely adopted thing. There have been some technical problems, and there was the pandemic, which kind of slowed innovation on a lot of things. Automobiles most certainly among them because of the chip shortage, etc. Quite honestly, I'm not sure why automakers would be interested in making self-driving cars, because the liability that you're taking on there is just astronomical. And a large percentage of the populace are not interested in owning such a thing. So I'm not sure where they... I'm just not sure about all that, you know? And we gotta defeat the freighter attack. Not the freighter, the attackers. Be careful not to shoot the good guys. The good guys have green trails coming out of the back of their ship. Bad guys have red ones. And I hope this is not too loud. I know it's probably kind of loud. And we're just slaughtering them. This happens if you've been playing for 3 hours, or, which we haven't been playing 3 hours yet, but, or after a certain number of warp jumps, you will end up in a freighter battle like this. And you have the option to defend the freighter. The rewards are huge. And you'll see that in just a minute. Don't shoot the freighter or the frigates, which are part of the freighter's escort. Also, don't shoot the freighter's defenders, which are the green streamered fighters. There we go. Oh! I need to switch my power to the shields for a moment. Oh. And sometimes they're a little persnickety. I missed with the rocket. I do have a rocket launcher on this ship. There, we got him. Okay, so that worked out well. Now we should get a hail. Yep. This is the frigate commander. Okay, he's wanting us to get on board his ship. Which one is his? He'll be in the lead freighter, which I think is going to be this one. Yeah. You can fly through the shields, that's no problem. Alright, there we go. There's the landing area. Now, warning, this might be kind of loud. Sometimes it glitches out. It did not this time. And here's a freighter, another kind of area where you can meet other players and engage in the game in different ways. This is a Gek freighter. There'll be different species on different freighters. You can only tell by who's inside the freighter. The outside of the freighter may look different, but the species is only, you can only tell that by going on board. Here's the bridge, little navigation thing here, and there's a little dude. Follow the yellow line to the con. Here's the commander. We should get a word. Yep, we did get one word translated for us. He's excited. Now, we can actually get this freighter for our very own here, if it's one we like. And it is a C-class freighter, which is the lowest class. We don't want this one. You can take it if you want, but this one is free. The first freighter that you encounter and save this way will be free. So you should wait for an S-class, which is the best kind. It'll have the best hyperdrive range, best storage space, etc. So you might as well just wait for an S. It's random. And you're right, Lionheart. You can meet players on other planets just wandering around, and it is pretty unlikely, but there are ways to increase that likelihood. So we're going to request payment instead. I really love this guy's design. I love his little purple suit and his little white head. Request payment. So we're going to get a cargo bulkhead, which we could use in our freighter if we had one. Bunch of nanites and a bunch of gold. It's always worth saving the freighters. Alright, excuse me for just a minute. I need to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's get out of here. So when it comes to the freighters, again, they happen fairly regularly. Now that I've had one freighter battle, I have to wait 3 hours and warp, I think, 5 or 6 times before I'll get another one. Well, hey, thanks, Lionheart. I really appreciate you. It's a little after 5 o'clock here where I am. I'm going to have to go and make dinner myself pretty soon. I'm having garlic shrimp tonight, and that takes a little bit of time to prepare. Alright, let's go to the Atlas. Now, this is that Crimson Lyre that Nada was talking about. And this is kind of the biggest mystery of the whole game. Nobody knows exactly what the Atlas is or what its true intentions are. And we flew right into an asteroid field. And you see, it is sort of the mascot of the whole game in a lot of ways. You see this shape occur over and over and over again. Sweet. Well, you know, sometimes stereotypes exist for a reason, right? Yeah. Garlic shrimp, it's one of the things I make when I don't have anything else in mind. I can throw it together pretty easy. I just cook shrimp and butter with garlic, parsley, some red pepper. And I usually serve it on pasta of some kind. Tonight I'm using linguine. So, here we are at the Atlas. This, all the organ music kind of makes you think maybe this is evil. I don't know. Sure seems it. Thank you, sir. So this thing is very cool. I would love to just touch that, you know, and squeeze it. Usually there's warp cells on these things, but maybe because I made too many, they're not spawning in. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what he has to say. I stand before the interface, a mere fragment of the Atlas's unknowable whole. I feel my eyes begin to swim as the red light penetrates my skull. I feel the crimson tearing at me, a scream wrought in purest red. Stronger and even stronger, my vision fading, subsumed into the whole. I lose where I end and the Atlas begins. The walls begin to collapse. Okay, see you later, Lionheart. Have a good day. Good evening, good morning. Of course, it's evening for you over there. I'll see you later. You can choose to resist or surrender here. And in this new Omega update, I think it matters what you pick. Usually I resist the Atlas. I'm going to go with surrender this time. I cease my futile resistance. I let myself be carried by the crimson wave faster and even faster. Then, at the very edge of my sight, the flicker of purple. That is the opposing sort of element or color in this world is red and purple. The entire vision collapses. As it fades, I hear a calling, a shriek on the red wind. I feel it within my mind, a memory that is mine and not mine. Memory of the ocean. The memory is a fragment of the cosmos. One filament in an infinite galaxy of possible pasts and futures. Reach the stars, then press X to awaken this memory. So this gives us something else to build. We're going to have to get some salt to do it, but we have the silicate and the tritium. Oh wow, this is new. What in the world? Okay. I have not seen this before. This must be part of the update. This new update, it's called Omega. It does have something to do with the Atlas. So the Atlas has dumped me out here to the Asari Delta. I heard the voice of the Atlas. And I can tell right away that those corkscrew-looking plants, spirally plants, those are going to have salt in them, so that's convenient. Alright, knowledge of memory of the deep. A warp hypercore times 2. Okay, our warp fuel woes are over. And an upgrade, which is going to help us with efficiency and range. Thank goodness. Alright. The hypercore is just a denser version of the warp fuel. Witness the memory. Okay, so let's see. I could push the right button for once in my life. The ship is not here. Where is the ship? I'm gonna have to call the ship in. Violating all, physical laws. We can just bring the ship in, even though we're several hundred light years from where we were. Ooh, porcupine. I love that. There's a limit to the number of companions you can adopt, unfortunately. A little scanning. Alright. All these floating things, these are messages that other players have left. You just walk up to them. Normally the message just comes up. What? Yeah, not sure why it didn't come up. Anywho, let us put this upgrade on the ship right away. Glorious upgrade. Glorious superliminal drive. Hyperdrive range plus 220. Warp cell efficiency plus 100. Thank goodness. It's wanting me to make this. You can make this a mission. So I need salt. But like I said, this is going to give us salt. Yeah, for sure. Salt and ferrite dust. Let's get it. That's going to give us salt too. Like I say, if you've played the game for a while, you recognize some common forms. Even though there is a lot of randomness. I think I've got enough salt. But just to be sure. Now we see the messages coming in. Again, those are the messages coming from these balls. Hello from Chile. And we could make one of these too. It just takes resources. As I was saying before about how you can increase your chances of finding other players, one of the ways is to look for these things. Another way is to look for like this, where it says there, Little Bouzent arrived in 9 hours. Minel's settlement. Minel may be there, and others may be there as well. That's a colony settlement. And you see there's stuff all around here. There, occasionally you will get individual player indicators, like right here. No, that's a ship. That's someone's ship. There's an actual person. Heckin' hot. Off planet. They're at a base. We can see them there. The reason we're seeing them there is because they're at someone's base. Bob JW 1983. That's a player. Alright. Now we can make Memory of Ocean. Let's scan some more stuff if you want to while we're here. That's good. That's good enough. All right. Now we need to go to space. Alrighty. Let us use the thing. Reveal the memory. Activate pulse. Okay. Hello from Chile again. Alright. Hey, look. Child of Helios. This is cool. And it's hailing me. Traveler memory status fragmented. Boundary failure event imminent. Beginning log readout. Absorb the memory. A wave of calm washes over me as the memory takes hold. This serene giant broadcasts its song, an analog transmission of pure emotion. As the music swallows my ship, I feel free, released from all constraints, all restrictions. An unbounded infinity of possibilities spreads out before me. It is beautiful, blinding. It is terrifying. The song fades away, and I am returned to the comfort of metal and light, the reality of my starship and my exosuit. Cool. Perform the work of the Atlas. You don't see that every day, do you? I could just watch that for a while. It's very soothing. Knowledge of memory of conquest, so that's going to be the next memory. Navigation data times 16. And powerful starship shield upgrade. Good. Navigation data you can trade in for upgrades. And, not upgrades. Navigation data is used for map data, where you can go and find unique things like ruins on planets, crashed freighters, that sort of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to need magnetized ferrite. Let us put the shield module on the ship. Actually, hold on. Need magnetized ferrite. I'm trying to figure out how to move things around and get the shield installed. This thing is just in the way. It's just all there is to it. Okay, put that there. Put this here. Put this here. Okay. This here? No, this doesn't work. Oh yeah, put this here, and then we can put the shield right next to the shield. Okay. Good. That gives us a little bit more. 16% is actually significant. So. Okie dokie. Where to now? Grow your base. All right, so we can go back to our previous base and expand it, and there's a very easy way to do that. But I think that's going to wait till next time. I'm going to have to go and start on my garlic shrimp. It's calling my name. I thank you all very much for joining me in the stream today. Lionheart DAR and Mind, if you're still here. Also, and anyone else who has been watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. Like the video before you head out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Your support means everything to me. And as soon as my work schedule calms back down, which will be after Wednesday, I may be able to stream Wednesday night, I'm not sure. But Thursday, I should be back to a normal streaming and uploading schedule. I'll post more about that in the community tab and on the Discord server. You can join the Discord if you haven't done so already through the link in the video description, if you like. And that does it for now. Thank you again so much, and have a wonderful day, night, morning, or evening, wherever you be. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.